We know these are not conversations everyone is used to having, so it may feel scary or uncomfortable at first. But talking about these issues openly and clearly increases satisfaction and happiness in our relationships. And not talking about them often leads to miscommunication, arguments, hurt feelings, and other harm. It is important that all people involved in the relationship are clear about their expectations. For example, whether this is an exclusive relationship or if you're dating other people. It could also mean what being a good partner means to them, like how often or when you want to spend time together and when you need to focus on school, job, sports, or family. Whatever the expectation is, if we don't communicate it, we can't expect our partner to know. Not all relationships include sexual activity, and a person should never feel pressured, expected, or obligated to do anything sexual that they don't want or don't feel ready for. If sex is a part of the relationship, respect for each other in the sense of what feels good, prevention methods, and what a person is comfortable with doing should be addressed. If pregnancy may be an outcome of a relationship, contraception should be discussed. It is not one partner's responsibility to take on the work of pregnancy prevention. Both partners should be involved. If any type of sexual activity is happening, like oral, anal, vaginal, or genital skin-to-skin contact, STI prevention should also be discussed. This could include talking about getting tested or even getting tested together. This conversation could also include the use of condoms or dental dams. Our boundaries help us define what we're comfortable with and how we would like to be treated by others. This could include having time by yourself or with friends and family. It could also include having privacy with your social media and other technologies. People may have different boundaries, which may lead to confusion. That's why talking about them is essential in a supportive relationship. Setting and respecting boundaries is important for all people in the relationship. It is important that partners feel comfortable expressing their needs and wants without fear of what another person will do in response. Boundaries apply to relationships that are just starting, committed, or casually having sex. Compromise is also a part of all relationships. However, a person should not have to compromise their safety or values. Maybe one partner wants to have sex and the other isn't ready, or one partner wants to use a condom and the other does not. In these situations, it's important to stand up for yourself and what you feel comfortable with. This may include saying no or coming up with other options in the situation that both people feel good about. We know that these topics are important to discuss in all relationships. Now let's talk about some tips to make sure these discussions go well. It can be hard to speak up about your needs or concerns in a relationship. Here are some tips to make it easier that apply to all relationships, including with family, friends, or someone you're dating. First, find the right place and time when you and the other person are calm and undistracted, without other stresses or time constraints. That also might mean not starting the conversations when you or the other person is tired, hungry, angry, or under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Assume positive intent. Assuming positive intent means always starting from the idea that a person meant well or was doing their best, no matter what they say or do. Intent is different than impact. Even if someone had good intention, their impact may still be hurtful. So assuming someone didn't mean to hurt you still means telling them that they did and explaining what you would like next time. Focus on the main issue. If there are more issues, discuss them one by one at a later date. Bringing up issues of the past or other concerns can be confusing or distract from the main topic. These other issues may still be important, but are often better addressed in a different conversation. Use I statements to discuss your feelings. Using you statements like, "You always say that," or "You never do this," may make your partner defensive and less able to hear what you're telling them. An example of an I statement would be, "I feel frustrated when there are dishes left in the sink all day," instead of, "You always leave your dishes around." I statements focus on your feelings about an issue and allow your partner to have their own thoughts and feelings. Be assertive. Assertive communication is speaking up for ourselves, but not being aggressive or blaming. It also means being clear about what you mean, not hiding your message or hoping the other person reads your mind. Plan what you want to say ahead of time. What are the points you want to get across? Planning ahead makes it more likely the conversation will go well and that you won't talk out of anger or lose your main point if emotions get high. Let your partner know that you're listening by giving them your full attention. Face them directly and make eye contact when communicating. Also, be aware if you are closing your body off, like crossing your arms, rolling your eyes, or speaking in a tone that sounds dismissive. Don't assume anything. We're not mind readers. Although our perception of the situation is our reality, it may not always match the other person's experience or intent. Instead of assuming, ask. Agree to be honest with one another. Holding yourself accountable will ultimately make you feel better and help strengthen your relationship. Lastly, and most importantly, remember there's a reason you are dating or spending time with this person. You like or love them. They're not your enemy. Stay grounded in the reality that you care about this person and this relationship.